All right, guys, I'm here with John McAfee. Flew all the way down to Exuma to do an interview. Thank you very much for having me come.
Oh, thanks for having me. What is it out there, guys?
John is in rare form and ready to go. All right, so first, let's just talk about your background. I don't think a lot of people know. You started out working with NASA.
Yeah, first let's talk about my laryngitis, which started yesterday. Half of my team is here to talk for me. I'll talk as much as I can. I started out what?
NASA.
No.
No, what did you do?
I worked for Univac. So it was a diverse computing company. Then IBM and then NASA.
Okay. And then what did you do after NASA?
Just fucked around. I mean, I really worked hard.
All right. Well, you eventually ended up at Lockheed Martin.
Yes, that was a lot later.
All right. And when you ended up at Lockheed Martin, the brain virus, right? They basically sent that to you and said, "Hey, figure out how to stop this."
Well, no. I said I was working on a black program. It's a program that doesn't exist. That's how crazy our fucking government is. And it's a great job. So I had to get a top secret security clearance. They asked me questions like, did you ever fuck a goat? Did you ever cheat on your wife? Did you ever do drugs? Well, I answered yes to everything except the goat fucking. So I thought, I'm not going to get this. 2 weeks later, it came through. And I think because they asked questions like, did you ever take drugs? Yes. What kind? Everything. Did you ever sell drugs? Yes. What kind? Everything. You can't blackmail me because I've got no fucking secrets.
All right. And so what was the genesis for the idea for McAfee, the antivirus software?
It was an accident. My brother-in-law read about the Pakistani brain. I got a copy, looked at it, and said, oh, fuck, this is easy. I came up with a solution to stop it, put it up on my bulletin board system, and forgot. Within 5 years, it became real. And so did the company.
And so when you first started the company, though, you started while you were at Lockheed,
yes.
Right? And then when you went full-time, you were just selling it into corporations? They just didn't have any other solutions or what?
Well, I got it free at first. I didn't want to deal with it. But I kept getting hundreds of requests per day for help. So I just started a company, sold it to corporations. I made $11 million my first month.
You made $11 million your first month. You realize that's incredible, right? Especially, what is it? It's like late 80s? $11 million in the late 80s, a lot more than $11 million today. All right, so you did that. And then you sold your stake in the company pretty early, right? Like before it became as big as it is today. Why'd you do that?
I was bored.
You were bored?
I was bored.
All right.
I mean, I enjoyed doing the technical stuff. I ended up doing staffing, board meetings, stockholders meetings. Oh, that's boring shit.
So basically, you enjoyed the technical parts, but you didn't like the part of actually running the company.
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah. All right, that's fair.
I can't even run myself.
All right, and then as you were after you sold the stake in the company, the internet bubble hit, right?
Yeah.
What was that like? What do you remember about the internet bubble in the late 90s?
Okay, I remember meeting with both the Yahoo people and the Google people.
Okay.
Oh, they were still at home.
Okay. The Yahoo and the Google people, while they're still at home.
Who was it? The Chinese guy at Yahoo. Can't remember his name. I stupidly did not invest in either.
Okay, you didn't invest in either Yahoo or Google. All right. And then how much of it is similar to what we saw in 2017 with the cryptocurrency boom versus differences in the internet boom and the cryptocurrency?
All booms are the same.
They're all the same?
The people who can see it come, oh, damn, this is going to run. And they invest. Others go, oh, that can't happen. And they sell short. And then the real thing happens. Like Bitcoin. I don't care if it's a penny today. It's going to be $2 million very soon.
So even if Bitcoin's a penny today, you think it'll
Why should I care?
$2 million.
Why should I care?
Yeah. Because you're looking out in the future.
What's happening in the market has nothing to do with the reality of its value.
I think that's fair. All right. And so as you're going through the internet boom, you eventually start making a bunch of investments in real estate, right? In the housing crisis?
Well, some of it.
Okay. So what did you?
Don't believe everything you read.
All right. Well, that's why I came all the way here to hear from you.
I asked the New York Times to do that story.
Okay, but what did you do?
I lost everything I had. Well, I had 61 lawsuits at that time.
61.
Because I named the company after my name. Don't ever do that, people. Don't stupid thing if I can do.
All right, so hold on. After the internet boom, you made a bunch of investments, right?
Yes.
Just talk about what were you investing in and what?
Let's see. Some companies. My first one was Zone Labs.
Okay.
Which I co-founded. Put in, I think, $1 million. We sold it 8 months later for $400 million to Checkpoint Software.
That's incredible.
It was my first investment. They're all the same.
Okay. And then, but you also did non-tech investing?
That was only investing. I built a whole bunch of really super cool houses.
Okay. A bunch of really cool houses.
I built them. Like I stole Frank Lloyd Wright's MS block, which he had poured in concrete.
Yep.
I had it hand carved out of sandstone, and built a 50,000 square foot mansion with it.
Wow.
It was a piece of art.
All right.
It was not an investment.
And then that's what this story was talking about in terms of the housing crisis.
Well, basically, I wanted people to stop suing. And the suing rate went down by 50%.
So at the time of the housing crisis, you had 61 lawsuits. And then once everyone realized, hey, he didn't have as much money as we thought he did, lawsuits disappeared. Yeah, makes sense.
They're back, of course.
Yeah. Well, so let's talk about crypto. When did you first discover Bitcoin or crypto?
2011.
2011? And do you remember what that first, like, did somebody send you some Bitcoin or what was the...
A guy named Jim Zaromsky, who had worked for me, had 2 or 3 different companies work for me.
Okay.
Really technician. Said, he called me and said, I'm mining. I go, well, good for you.
So 2011, somebody who worked for you basically said, hey, I'm mining cryptocurrency.
He didn't work for me at that time.
Oh, yeah, but he had in the past.
But he said, I'm coming to believe. Well, great. He said, well, I'm coming to make you do something. Go ahead. And what he made me do was read Satoshi's white paper.
Okay. So he makes you read the 9-page white paper, and what's your thoughts when you read it?
I'm a mathematician. That's what my training is anyway.
Yep. You went to what? Roanoke College and got a math degree, right?
Yeah, I went to a lot of colleges. Roanoke. Louisiana State, New York University, University of Vienna, all studying math. And Virginia Polytechnic.
Okay.
I have an honorary doctorate, that's all. No. When I read the paper, I saw 1,000 years in the future. Instant.
Okay.
Which is why I don't give a shit about Bitcoin. I know where cryptocurrency is going.
And so when you read the white paper, what do you do first? You know that, hey, this is the future, and then do you make investments? Do you start mining? What did you do first?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I'm retired. I just saw where it was going.
Okay.
Jim was mining, making a fortune. That's before the exit miners.
Yep.
Before Jihan Wu.
Yep.
Who, by the way, the most humble motherfucker on this planet. And when people throw stones at him, I want to gouge your fucking eyes out. I'm telling you the truth. He's one of my best friends. Humble, sweet, nice, brilliant. I don't think he ever slept with a woman or left home. However, a nice guy.
So you're talking about Jihan Wu, who's the CEO of Bitmain, right?
Yeah.
And so what was the first thing eventually you did in crypto? Because you're known as a huge crypto bull. So you see the future early, 2011, 2012. What was the first investment you made?
Monero.
You bought $1 million of Monero. Wow. Why Monero first?
Privacy.
Privacy? Because you're a huge proponent of these privacy points, right?
Do you realize, people, most of you don't, if you send me an Ethereum or a Bitcoin or a millionth of one, forever after, I see everything in your wallet. What comes in, what goes out, when, how much, to whom. Is that rational? No.
So what you're talking about is once somebody sends you a non-privacy based coin, you know what their wallet is, and you can watch everything forever.
Every transaction forever.
Okay, so I agree with you. I agree with you that there are certain downsides to that, right? Now,
certain downsides. These people, you listen to this man. Certain downsides. I mean, there's a downside solution, you dick. Right?
When you first started with the security software, right before the internet was really popular, there was a huge debate around encryption, and eventually the proponents of encryption won, and now we have a more private internet today because of encryption. Do you think that every coin will adopt the privacy features?
Because every coin doesn't need privacy.
Okay, so
Bitcoin, music coin, I don't want that to be private, especially if I'm successful.
Wait, you don't want? So you think that some coins will have privacy, some coins don't need it, and
Of
so
course.
what about Bitcoin specifically? You think that Bitcoin will eventually adopt the privacy aspects?
No, I don't.
No. Okay.
However, Bitcoin will be our standard. It's going to be the gold standard.
Okay. So you think that Bitcoin becomes the future gold standard, the global reserve currency, right? And then there's other coins that have very specific privacy features that are there for a reason.
Yeah, the best privacy coins. I'm sorry, what am I doing? Apollo, I think number one. SafeX is a great coin.
All right.
It's not fucking numbers.
Apollo, SafeX, Monero, Zcash, all of them?
I'd say Zcash.
No Zcash. All right, Monero.
You mix up a lot of Zcash, right?
Huh?
You mix up a lot.
I knew Zcash.
Yeah. All right.
What people want to know? Where are your investments today? What do you hold in terms of the cryptocurrency? Nothing.
First of all, I own nothing.
You own nothing. All right.
Now, this boat, this watch I have a piece of paper for, is on loan from a jeweler in Aptos.
Show them the watch. All right, nice.
It's about us.
All right, basically you own nothing, and so as you think of crypto, right? Bitcoin becomes the global reserve currency. What do you think we have to do to get to the point where crypto is pervasive across the world, right? What are the things that have to happen for mass adoption?
You have to have a better interface.
Okay.
So that mothers, plumbers, shoemakers, and people who don't even speak English can interact.
All right. So basically, for the adoption to occur, you need better user experiences, user interface.
Absolutely. Why should I look there and see a string? XY12Q. Fuck me. No. I want to send something to mom.
Yep.
Give me mom.
So basically, every mass adoption user is going to need that user interface that they're used to on the internet, right? They're not going to actually understand all the cryptography and all that stuff. What do you think government's response is as this stuff becomes the standard? Right? If all of a sudden Bitcoin becomes the global reserve
Bitcoin
currency,
becomes standard, I don't give a shit.
you don't think the government's care?
No, because they can trace it.
They can trace it, but do you think it threatens anything that they're doing? Like, do you think that governments feel threatened by it?
Of course. But they're far more threatened by what I've been saying for 5 fucking years.
Okay, what's that?
Privacy and distributed exchanges.
You think that privacy and distributed exchanges are more of a threat than Bitcoin is to
Oh,
government?
fuck yes.
Okay.
Because if we have a true distributed exchange, and by the way, I think that SwitchDex is the first one that actually has one.
Okay.
Right? And the privacy coin, how do they shut you down?
Mm-hmm.
They can't.
They can't shut you down from exchanging because the distributed exchange or decentralized exchange, and then the privacy they can't track you.
They don't track you.
Got it. And you think those are the two biggest threats to government?
Oh, fuck yes. That's my answer.
So
I promote it. I tell people, listen, this is how you avoid paying taxes. This is how you avoid the burden of government.
All right. And so one of the things that is possible is that these decentralized exchanges become the dominant way that people exchange privacy coins. What's a government's response to that? Or do they just not have one?
Well, the response is legislation, make it illegal. But then, what are you smoking? You're smoking something illegal. Is the government stopping you? They can't. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
You can't legislate some things. Like, your brother shooting up heroin. I mean, so you can do what you want to do.
Yeah. So governments just can't stop some things. You talked about the fact that the governments are upset that you're promoting some of this, right? I think a lot of people in crypto know that you're doing coin of the day, all the promotional tweets and stuff.
I've been doing it for years.
So talk about what was the genesis of the idea of doing that, and how does that all work, right? Did you just get a bunch of inbound requests and then you pick the ones that you like, or what?
No. Well, yeah, I get thousands a day. You won't believe. People ask me to promote or to look at. I get them pronounce them in a day. So,
just so many requests for the
yeah,
promotion.
and some of them were so fucking good, like SafeX.
Yep.
And it was just simply, hey, guys, take a look at this. If we're all using this, we'd be in Fat City.
Got it.
That's all.
And then
But then the problem is every time I did that, the price of the coin would triple.
would triple, and then people would get mad at you.
And again,
Yeah. And so, but when you did these promotional tweets, people were paying you for them, right? How did you come up with how much they should pay you?
what the market would bear.
Which is whatever people were willing to pay.
Started at $1 million for a tweet. If they said no, I'd say $500,000.
All right, so you started $1 million, $500,000, and most people, what they pay, like 100 grand?
150.
150
That's what I
grand?
charge for one.
Yeah, that's not bad.
They stayed in line.
Yeah, they stood in line and you
Yes.
got paid $150,000 to send
Per
out a
tweet, yes.
280 character tweet.
Yes.
You realize that's crazy, right?
No?
No?
He's John fucking
Listen,
McAfee.
I've been sued 200 times.
How many times?
200.
200?
For 200. Lawyers
Yeah.
are crazy.
That's probably true. In many cases, that's definitely true. Right?
So, no, I'm not crazy.
No, you're not. But the fact that people are willing to pay that much money, right, means they have a lot of influence.
Okay, my most expensive lawsuit was a wrongful death involving my nephew.
Okay?
He was flying an airplane that took off from a piece of property allegedly owned by me.
Okay?
In an airplane allegedly owned by me. Crashed, killed himself and his passenger. I was sued by the same people who got $50 billion from the living suit, Kleiner and Kleiner. 8 years, $11 million in legal fees I had to pay.
And what do they want from you? Why are they suing you?
For the wrongful death. My nephew took off in an airplane from a runway allegedly owned by me in an airplane allegedly owned by me. Wrongful death. Just like this last fall, they got $25 million.
Yeah. So they're just coming after you. That's crazy. Yeah. What was the response to the promotional tweet? Do you think people liked it?
They loved it.
They loved it.
Well, people who were in other coins did it.
Yeah. People, basically, if you talked about their coin, they liked it.
They liked
People
it.
who were in other coins didn't like it. Got it. Do you feel like you would keep doing it, or do you think that, hey, there was a point in time where the promotional tweets were important, and then now they're just not as important?
I stopped a year ago.
Stopped a year ago. Why'd you stop?
I got too much fucking flack.
Oh, people were too upset.
Oh, I'm seriously upset.
Do you regret that you did it?
No.
No?
And I told people what I thought.
Yeah. So you just felt like,
It's a
hey,
good thing. Because I still do it. You know, people go, oh, he's getting paid for this. Well, maybe not. But I promise you, I'm not promoting it unless I fully believe that this is the thing. And I'll frequently go, hey, they're contacting me and say, God damn, you've got a great concept. If you need it, I'll charge you $5.
got it. So basically, you're only promoting things that you fully believe in, and then you say to them, hey, I'll charge you only if I believe in it.
I'll show you after this. I get 10 to 20 requests per day. People begging me to promote the coins.
Yeah.
I take one out of maybe 200.
All right. That's good. Let's talk about politics. You're running for president.
Huh?
That's what you said. Are you? Are you shutting the campaign down?
No, I'm not really running for president. I mean, we got signs everywhere. Oh, if I'm asked. Oh,
Yeah. All right. But you've got this platform, right? You're able to push a campaign. Let's say that if you were to actually run, what's the playbook to beat Donald Trump? What does a candidate need to do to win to be president today?
I don't care. And neither should you. Neither should anybody.
Why?
Do you think that Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton or JFK resurrected from the dead is going to matter? No, fuck you people. It has nothing to do with the personality. It has, oh, you scared me. It has to do with the structure
Okay.
and the existing state of our government. Number one, we don't know what the truth is. We get lied to while they spy on us. Do they not? Do you think if I'm on your podcast, you better turn on your phone and get a new one because you're going to be tapped by the feds, by the FBI, the NSA, the CIA. You know them all well.
Do you think that every American is just operating under the assumption that we're all being spied on?
God, I hope so because it's the truth.
Yeah.
There is no privacy. I mean,
Do you think that's true in every country, though?
Oh,
No. You think there's some countries where they're not actually spying on all this?
absolutely.
Yeah. What country would you say is the best when it comes to privacy and non-surveillance? Poland. Yeah, it's pretty.
I don't do any polo jokes. Why? But Poland, yes.
Yeah.
France.
Yeah. So you think that there's a bunch of European countries for the most part?
I didn't say European. I just have you two examples for Europe.
All right, Poland and France.
Poland, France,
India,
Pakistan.
Yeah.
Those are 4.
So when I told people I was coming to interview you, I asked for questions, and a lot of people want to know your thoughts on issues around politics and around being the president. So I'm going to read off a couple of topics, and you tell us your thoughts. All right?
You bet.
On the wall and immigration.
I have no clue. Neither do you. I think that's Trump, probably. Seriously, we don't know the exact numbers. Mm-hmm. We don't know statistics. We don't know what the truth of anything. We are fed a bunch of lies that are collated and polished by the CIA, checked off by the NSA, and every Monday when Trump is deciding who to murder in the Middle East, checked off by him.
What is? Forget all the numbers and forget all of that stuff. Just if you think about immigration in general, should the U.S. have open borders, closed borders? What should the approach be if you're president? What would you set the standard at?
Well, I'm fully in line with John, who goes, imagine there's no country. Fuck me. Why should an imaginary line prevent someone from taking a step from one part to another part of the desert or the mountain or the fucking river? Please.
Yeah, so you think that the borders being these imaginary lines on a map actually are a huge problem? If we just get rid of them. Yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry, what am I doing? Why?
For your throat.
I'll drink it first.
No,
Okay, here's something.
All right.
For the first 4 years of our marriage,
Okay.
and even now, if someone hands me a drink, I never drink it.
Why?
If someone cooks me a meal, I never explain it, please.
Oh, because we have to make sure that no one's trying to slip him and take his body.
Now, James knows for a fact he's been trying to speak to me,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Why?
Do you have to tell the story?
Yes.
Come on, let's hear the story.
All right. Well, because I was once one of those that was hired to do the same to John. So that's why.
All right.
Yes. So I was hired to, I was persuaded under threat of it's whiskey for your throat.
Okay.
To under threat of my children being harmed, to do certain things to help those that wanted to collect.
Now, not being an idiot, I knew all of this while it was happening. However, the joke is, he goes, I'll drink it first. For 3 years, if she touched anything, I ain't touching it. Putting that shit in my body. Man. Even before she did it.
Yes.
I'm not stupid. I'm 73 for a reason. The entire world's been trying to kill me for 48 years.
All right, let's go back to the political stuff. What do you think about the financial regulation on Wall Street?
Here's the issue, people. You are living in a soup bowl of shit. You know nothing about the truth because the government has misled you. You're living lives of slaves, getting up in the morning, commuting an hour to work, working in some airless, joyless fucking office, 9 hours a day, 5 days a week, the rest of your fucking life, and you compete for that. You want it. You want to be a higher level slave. No, fuck me. This is your life. And instead of looking at your life, you want to ask me about financial regulations on Wall Street? What the fuck does that have to do with your life? Nothing. Wake the fuck up. And you too.
I'm awake. I came all the way here to talk to you. All right, let's talk about the war on drugs. I know that you've got a bunch of ideas here.
About that,
right?
yeah.
All right, war on drugs. So, first of all,
Vex me. Okay.
Decriminalization of marijuana, all in, right? You fully believe that we should decriminalize marijuana?
Let me answer all questions in this relevance.
All right.
Our bodies and our minds belong to us, not the government. What possible cause could anybody have to say, John, don't smoke that weed, don't drink that booze, do not shoot up that heroin, and for God's sake, Whatever that lad in China just sent you, and you're the first person in the world to take it, don't do it. It's my body, it's my mind. What I put into both is mine. Nothing can ever change that. Think about it. All the laws in the world, when America passed the abolition, made alcohol illegal, did it stop? Fuck no. We consumed more alcohol during that period than in every period in our history. You can't stop people from smoking weed, from fucking at the age of 17, from taking whatever they want to fucking do, because that is people. Governments do not understand. You cannot legislate actions which involve the relationship between you and yourself.
And so your whole thing here is that personal freedom should trump everything else, correct?
Without, what is it? You're not alive.
Yeah.
Without personal freedom, who are we?
So let me ask this then. So I generally agree that personal freedom should be the standard, but what do you think to the people who say the things that you do don't just affect you, they affect other people, right? If you go and you take a bunch of drugs and then all of a sudden you're driving and you run into somebody, or you do something crazy and somebody gets hurt, right? Where's the line in terms of what affects you versus affecting other people?
Would you please analyze what you just said?
I told you I was going to ask that question, and you answer what you want.
What this man said was, if I shoot up heroin, I'm going to kill somebody. No. What he should say is, what might be just influence what is. Please God, what might be. What happens if I don't take heroin and I'm not calm and I'm angry and I shoot somebody? Christ Almighty, you can't let what might happen influence any fucking decision you ever make. Please God, people. No. What might be could be anything. What is the fact that you have control of your body. If you choose to use that body to shoot somebody, or to love somebody, or to sleep, or to take drugs, we cannot control the entire fucking world. We can't make our lives safe. Life is not safe, I promise you. This guy wrote a spy.
Spy, come here.
Please.
So part of John's security team, Spy, is here. Spy, introduce yourself.
Spy. Tell him why you call Spy.
Been stabbed in the eye
He's been stabbed in the eye. How many times have you been shot?
3 times.
3 times.
So Spy's been stabbed in the eye and shot 3 times.
So Spy can promise you, for him, life is not safe. I can promise you, for me, my life is far less safe than Spy's, and I think he will agree. Life is not safe. If you try to make it safe, you kill it. You kill that energy which invigorates and creates joy, bliss, mystery. What mystery is there in knowing that, I'm safe. No one's going to shoot me. Fuck me in the ass without Vaseline. No, life is fine. That's no life.
Let me ask you this question. I would say that you've lived life to the fullest more than 99% of other people, right? Do you have any regrets in life?
None.
None?
Not even this woman here.
All right. What do you, if you're president, what do you do with space travel? Should we go?
First and foremost, if I'm president, with an alternate universe, I can't tell you. No, I'm not here to be president. I'm here. Listen, who cares who's president if we're still slaves? If we're still lied to? If we have no truth? How do we make fucking decisions without facts? No, I'm here just to say one thing. Look at yourself now. Look at yourself now. Are you happy in this commuting existence with your job, with your spouse, paying taxes, having the bank loan, your car, your house? Does this make you happy? If so, God bless you, please, and write me and tell me how you did it. But if you're not, then stop trying to fix it by going off on some tangent that has nothing to do with it. Because politics have got nothing to do with your current suffering or situation or discomfort. It's your lack of understanding of you. As applied to politics, please God, see that you don't understand anything about the people you have elected. Might have one suggestion. Vote them all out. Get derelicts from the fucking street. It'll be better. There'll be no power switch you have to worry about. Please God, just see the truth. We have 100 years of corruption growing inside a government designed to serve us. When is the last time the government served you? Seriously served you? They look like they are our masters. They are our servants. Please God, will you get that to their heads? You serve me as a congressman. You serve me as a president, which is why I don't want to be fucking president. I like working for people.
What do you think about different mind-altering drugs? What is the things that you use on a daily basis to go to the places that you want?
All right, I get this question a lot. Obviously. People say, what's the best drug? For what? For self-analysis, for sleep, for sex, for introspection, for loving your neighbor. Fuck me, I don't tell me what for. I don't have a favorite. I've taken every drug known to man. I don't advise it, which is why I'm so crazy. But still, drugs. What are drugs? I mean, they are substances that influence either the body or the mind one way or the other. This is a fucking drug. You try not drinking water for a weekend. You drink water. You'll see what the drug is.
Yeah.
No, we do it constantly. So do all animals. All animals do this. They go to those things which alter their perceptions of their surroundings and, more importantly, of themselves. So, I can't answer that question. Give me specific instance.
What bath salts?
You know what?
Here's why I'm asking. Ready? I think that a lot of people hear about bath salts. They read about these crazy stories, etc. They've got no clue what a bath salt is. They don't know how it works, what it does to your mind, etc.
Okay. Bath salt is not a class of drug,
okay,
or an experience. Bath salts is the name given to every new research chemical, which is mind-altering.
Okay.
Period. Why bath salts? Because you used to be able to buy them legally in head shops, packaged as bath salts. People in the know go, hey, have you tried NDVV? Yeah, there's got to be the salts now. Good. So you go by the NDVV bath salts, which will say, put 1/10 of 1 milligram in the bath water, right? Stir it and sit it. Well, that's a 10 milligram. That's the standard dose.
What does it do when you take them in terms of the mental impact?
What if you took dope and packaged it in bath salts? It wouldn't change dope.
It
Because
should be regular dope.
bath salts is a way of selling a legal drug. You get something, you know it's legal. Let's say snort this, or shove it up your ass, or inject it. No. Put it in the bath and sit in the bath. You can tell them to do that. Yeah, that's how it got its name. That's all.
It's crazy.
You can tell them it's a bath salt. Right, take 100 mics, dissolve it in your tub, and sit in it. No, it means take 100 mics, put it on your tongue.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it means. It's just a way of coding.
It's just it's different vernacular for
It's coded.
certain drugs.
That's
Got
it.
it. All right.
All drugs.
So let's switch from drugs to just more general questions in terms of when you think of your life, are you happy?
I'm as happy as anybody.
You seem happy.
I'm very happy. I was saying, I was happy because there was a horrific day for everybody else. I was having a fucking blast. What were we doing? Oh, yeah, I tore my tendon. It was a bad day for the tendon, but still. I jumped off the boat, tore my Achilles tendon. It was a bad day for everybody, except me.
So
I had a wonderful fucking time.
what John's describing is we're having to do the interview on the boat because as he was jumping off the boat the other night, he tore his Achilles tendon, but still had a good day,
Yeah, fucking was awesome.
right? What is the average day? Like, what do you do every day? Because you're enjoying life, you're living your life. What do you spend your day
Yeah,
doing?
I just don't have an average day.
You don't have an average day.
I wake up in the morning, people go, what are we doing today? I don't know yet. I'm having coffee. Seriously. That's my day.
Every person that I've met loves you and says similar things around how much fun you're having.
The other ones I paid money to.
That's fair. What would you say to the people online specifically that say negative things or the haters, etc.? What do they not understand about you that you wish that they understood?
Number one, I love you all, no matter what you feel about me. I don't care how much you trash me. You're my species. You're no different than me. You love. You have dreams and hopes. Generous, compassionate, gentle, loving. You are also hateful, lying, fearful, greedy. We are a mixed fucking bag, and we're all the same bag. So, if you're operating from one part of your bag, which is I hate you, I understand fully. I've been there. I love you. So let's get that straight. I don't give a shit what you think of me, because it can't touch me. What you say about me can't touch me. Even shooting at me generally doesn't touch me. You have to be you. And if you are a troll, I love you, dude. It's a good one. I love you even more. End of story.
I love that you love the trolls. They all come around eventually.
Oh, wait.
Right. All right. So you've run into a bunch of legal trouble. What's the whole situation? You've got everything from taxes to this Netflix documentary, etc. What's your thoughts on all the legal stuff?
I ignore everything legal now.
You ignore everything legal. Lawsuits, legal, everything.
Lawsuits. If the government's coming after me, I move like I did. Lawsuits, I throw in the trash can.
Mm-hmm.
It makes no difference.
So this Netflix documentary exploded. Everyone was talking about it for a while. Did you watch it?
No.
No, you didn't watch it?
What should I watch? I live in fucking shoes. What am I going to learn from it? What? No, it was a waste of time.
Yeah.
I've never watched anything like that.
Got it. All right, so you didn't watch it. And then you've consistently, over the last, maybe 10 years, you've moved between Belize, Guatemala, the U.S., down the Bahamas, etc. How much of it is you just don't want to deal with all the legal issues to just you're living your life and these are places that you want to move to?
Number one, the law. Your answer.
Well, no.
All right, so
No, not
Janice, you
since
answer.
you've been back from Guatemala. Since he's been back from Guatemala, all of the moving around has been
In the States.
because of
The Sinaloa
the Sinaloa cartel after him.
And she was
so,
with me to verify
and
everything.
I'm with him. Yes, and so I had a handler that was actually working close with the cartel. That was introduced to me through my pimp. So that's how I got involved in harm done. And so, over time, eventually he was able to get me out of that situation. But the moving that we had to do was because people found out where we lived. And so there were attempts there. So we had to move to safer places.
What's the most dangerous situation you've been in?
The most dangerous happened on December 13th, 2012.
December 13th, 2012.
I was sitting in a coffee shop. Just got out of prison in Guatemala. Got back to Miami, having a cup of coffee. Last thing in the world I was thinking of was women. Why? Because I was in the Guatemalan jail with money. I had more pussy than God. And I didn't speak Spanish well enough to understand the television station, so all I could do was fuck. I was happy to be without a woman. By the way, all the pimps are being girls. This is how it works in other countries. Very reasonable. You go to jail, you want women, you get women. You want drugs, you get drugs. Why not? You got money. So in any case, I'm sitting in a coffee shop, 2 o'clock in the morning, just got out of prison. And God damn, but the thing I did not have is good coffee. Instant coffee in the country that produces the best coffee in the world. Why couldn't the guards make me real coffee? They had to buy a machine. There's no one to put the fucking machine in. Doesn't matter. So this woman comes up and wonders if I want sex. Like, please God. First I said, what did I say? Tell them.
I asked for a cigarette.
Yes.
And as you were lighting my cigarette, you said, what are you girls doing now? They're drugging and rolling old men. To which I responded, we don't use drugs.
So she told me who she was. I told her who I was. That was it. We've been together every day since. I forgot the fucking question.
So the most dangerous day of your life
was the day
was the day you met her.
Yes. Awesome.
All right. You made at the time, very popular Bitcoin price prediction that it was going to $500,000. Then you went to $1 million.
I'm considering going to 2.
You're considering going to $2 million, but you said $1 million by 2020 or you'd eat your dick. Right?
Yes.
All right. Sticking by it?
Fuck yes.
All right. 2 questions for you that everyone really wants to know. One, are you going to do it on national television?
Well, it depends. I mean, because when I'm going to have my... Listen, I don't do work myself. Okay. Everybody knows that.
Yes.
I subcontract it out.
You don't do work yourself, all right?
I'm not too lazy. So that, just in case I'm wrong, I already have that subcontracted out. There is a place in Bangkok, one of the most beautiful prostitutes in the world. They can suck dick for hours, sometimes days. So I'm contracted with 30 of them on a relay team with the instructions to keep trying until I'm done. All right?
Really?
Yes.
Why would you go up to $2 million?
Because it doesn't fucking matter, does it? I'll get my dick sucked forever.
All right, that's fair. What do you think is going to happen to Bitcoin's price? Do you really think it's going to go to $1 million, $2 million in the next couple of years?
Hopefully, $1 million, yeah.
Million.
Maybe not 2.
But $1 million.
You got on the fucking numbers. Do you realize that while Bitcoin is going up in value, its price has been going down? What's going to happen when reality kicks in and everybody's fucking using it? And it's really worth $1 billion a fucking coin. Because really, if it's the universal currency, that's its goddamn value. It's only 21 million of them. 4 million of them are seriously lost forever. Please God, one of those numbers.
Yeah. So your whole argument here is
they teach math in school anymore.
Your argument is the fundamental value continues to increase regardless of where the price goes, and the price has to catch up to the value at some point.
Yes. Please God.
Yeah. I think that's fair. All right. Before I wrap up, I always ask rapid fire questions. Listen. By the way, your voice is held up great. You're doing a great job. What's the most important company in crypto? Bitmain. Wait, why Bitmain? Because of Jihan?
Okay. So I start off by saying that Jihan, number one, he's the most humble man I've ever fucking met. He's also the smartest. Do you realize that Bitcoin is nothing more than a stepping stone? It was a hobby for him. That it's not. And everything that he has done, really a hobby. His true interest is artificial intelligence, and that son of a bitch has built an ASIC processor, an AI ASIC processor, that when I looked at it, I go, I'm in the presence of God. So I don't give a shit what people think about it. Why they say it's control, it's got too much power. Well, for me, who cares? It's in the hands of a humble motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, thank you, start.
What's the most controversial thought you have in crypto? What's the one thing you believe that everyone else would disagree with you on?
Your Bitcoin prediction first?
No, fuck. That crypto will bring change and turbulence into our economy, our society, our beliefs, into our personal relationships, and certainly into our awareness of ourselves and what power really is, that will make the Industrial Revolution look like a kindergarten sandbox game. I cannot put into words what's coming down this pike. I see it. There are no fucking words for it. Just like there's no word for meme before meme appeared. So I can't tell you. I see it. And I promise you it is coming. It is coming. And be strong and survive and bring that joy and freedom into your life, which comes along with this.
What's the one regulation you would change or improve?
I think that the prime one, regulation that says other people can regulate.
You would just get rid of regulation in general.
What did it before?
Yeah, that's fair. What's the most important book you've ever read?
Charles Darwin's Origin of Species, hands down.
Why?
Okay. I'm going to tell you why. Number one, I am the only person in my field of acquaintances in my entire fucking life who's read it. Why did I read it? Well, I was living in a van in Mexico for a year. I was desperate to read. I'm trying camping on these fucking backwoods Mexican trailer parks. Fuck me, it's boring. I wanted a book. The only English language book I could fucking find was in Guadalajara. Charles Darwin, Origin of Species, and by means of natural selection. I went, fuck me, this is English. I read it cover to cover 3 times. It took me an entire year.
Wow.
That book, I promise you, people I'm talking to, how many people I'm talking to today? 2, 4, 6, doesn't matter. If any of you have read it cover to cover, email me, McAfeeNomad@gmail.com. McAfeeNomad@gmail.com.
So your email is
And I will fly to you and spend a week talking to you.
Unless you're in America.
Unless you're American, I can't go there.
so people who have read Charles Darwin's
Origin of Species, cover to cover.
should email you at McAfeeNomad@gmail.com.
And if I can't come to you, I will bring you to me. Because I've never met a single human
Who's read the book?
who's read the book.
All right.
Ever. We all talk about it. Oh, yeah, evolution, I know all about it. Bull fucking shit, you don't know anything. So nothing. Read the beauty. I mean, I had tears in my eyes. And I was a young man with beautiful women. Shouldn't have had tears in my eyes, should I? But I did. Reading this fucking, the beauty, the insight, the depth. God damn. If he was here today, I would give everything that I own, which is nothing anyway, and just to say hi to him.
Before I finish and let you ask me a question, my last question is always about aliens.
Yes.
You believe in aliens?
I am one.
You are one. Are you the only alien, or do you think there's other aliens?
We are all aliens in this boat. Why? Because I don't care who you are, what you look like, what your sex is, what your age is. You are unique. There's nobody like you. There's never been anybody like you. And there never will be anyone like you. You are one of the unique creatures, things, sparks of life created for you. For you.
Would you rather go to the depths of the ocean or go to space? Which one are you more scared of?
I don't want to go out of it.
You don't want to go to either one. You're the first person who didn't pick.
People go, where would you like to go most? I'd like to go back to some Bangkok whorehouse. That's fine. They know how to party in those places.
All right, before we end, what one question do you have for me?
Why the fuck did you come all the way down here just to talk to me?
Because I wanted you to tell your story in your words.
Fair enough.
I think there's a lot of people who are super interested in what you got to say, but no one gives you a platform to just say what you believe.
I don't need a platform. I can't borrow you and force people to listen to my goddamn platform.
You do. So for those listening, we are in Exuma, Bahamas, and we walked up to the bar.
And I showed you pictures of me on the bar, right?
And you actually are a bartender
I'm a bartender.
in your spare time these days.
Yes.
All right.
So I always have somebody listening.
That's fine.
If I can catch.
I appreciate you doing this.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming.